Hello and welcome to another episode of Ashaya Day Trip Productions. Today is Sunday, July 21st, 2024. Had plans today to kind of head south a little bit, but due to some inclement weather in the area, decided to kind of hang out a little closer to home today. And I'm sure if you've watched some of my previous videos, this place might look a little familiar. I am of course, back out at Lake Bentonville. I decided to come back out today and just do a little bit of fishing since it has been raining, so maybe fish might be biting. I was actually out here about 3 weeks ago now and actually caught a fish, so I was gonna do a little video on that, but didn't quite have enough video to that I wanted to have just to put out there, so I figured I'd come back out today and maybe I might get lucky again, might be able to catch something. I'm actually on the side where the docks are. Usually I fish on the other side. Actually at Lake Bentonville, this is actually the Osage Park side. So I'm gonna get my stuff together and see if anybody's on the docks, or maybe I could fish on a dock or fish near a dock. So we'll just see what happens. So let's roll. Alright, so I got me looks like a nice little spot to cast out in. Doesn't look like there's too much gunk in the water right at this spot. All the docks are filled up at the moment, but that's okay. This is a big enough lake where there's usually some place you can cast out at. The biggest problem you're going to have are going to be the weeds and all just the gunk that's in the water. So you got the airport up that way. And the pickleball courts and all that stuff is back up that way. And it looks like it's gonna start pouring again any moment. So I better get after it. See what happens. Just want to mention too, I'm actually just using a simple bait today. Just a lure on the end of the hook there. Actually, when I was out here, I caught the fish I caught. I was actually using worms, but this was kind of an unplanned fishing trip today, so I just used what I have. I really don't expect to catch much, but you never know. You got some pretty flowers right there. You got thorn bushes, so if you come out here, be careful for that. You got some wild berries. Haven't seen any snakes, but I'm sure they are out here. Sometimes there's a black cloud always following me. Seems like no matter where I go, there it is, right there. Alright, well, still nothing yet. Still just kind of throwing a bait or lure out in the water, and no nibbles, no nothing. Seem to have caught the shore a couple of times. Get a little heavy-handed with the casting. It just comes right back to the shore. There's that black cloud right there. I don't know what that is out there in the middle of the lake. I don't know if you saw it or not. I'm on my GoPro, and unfortunately I don't have a zoom function. But there's some sort of mammal out there. It's probably a beaver, perhaps. Pesky shore got in my way again. Well, no bites out here. A little disappointing, but not surprising. Just real quick, my impressions of this side of Lake Bentonville. That's more on the Osage Park side. There's a lot of foot traffic that comes through here. I'm just right off of the sidewalk here. You know, if you don't like a lot of foot traffic walking by you, you know, you may not want to like this spot too much. Of course, you do see there is the grass and reeds right here along the shoreline, but there are spots that is pretty level for you to cast out in. It's a good spot. The gunk in the water doesn't seem to be as bad as it is on the other side. I do see turtles out here, but I don't think they're quite as bad as they are on the other side. So yeah, you might have better luck with the catfish on the other side. I have seen people out here on the dock catch probably brim or bluegill, you know, some of the smaller fish. But and of course, if you do catch a bass out here, you have to release it. You can't keep bass. You could keep 3 catfish, I believe, and I think I know it's quite a bit of the brim. I think it's like 25 or something like that. So I think I'm going to call it a day out here. At least nothing else. I got a little bit more I can add to the video where I actually caught something. So that's going to do it all for me today. Until next time, bye. Okay, well, I made it back to my vehicle, and I almost forgot, and I always forget, but I just want to remind you to please subscribe. There will be more to come. I actually do most of my YouTubing on the Northwest Arkansas side, but I do occasionally head out to other areas. As a matter of fact, next weekend, I got a few days off from work, so I plan on heading north a little bit and just checking out some places up there that I want to see. Yeah, so without further ado, coming up next is the actual part where I actually caught something. So, Check it out. Hello and welcome to another episode of Ashaya Day Trip Productions. Today is Monday, July 8th, 2024. I'm back out here at Lake Bentonville. It's a Monday morning, about 11 o'clock a.m. Decided to come out and do a little fishing today before the storm comes in. I think Sparrow, I think is the name of it. So I bought some live red worms. So I'm gonna hook it, put a worm on a hook, cast out today. It's quite a busy morning. We got people out mowing the fields, and they do mow out here. And back up that way, they're having some kind of parks and recreation thing for the kids during the summertime. So gonna cast out and see what we can catch. And there's just a little fish right there that jumped out. See it? Down here I just have a little bit on there and it's taking my bait. See him? The bait's all gone. That's how you put a worm on a hook, right there. Get close-up view. Turtles. I don't think it matters how far you cast out, turtles are always going to find you. It don't take them long. And the airplane coming in. Okay, so I cast it out in a different area. And you see that right there, that little movement right there? That's that turtle. Heading straight for it. So there you go. There goes my bait. Alright, so I moved down a little ways, and threw what they had left in the water, and probably 5 seconds later, caught a catfish. This is a small catfish. I think I'm going to try to get it off the hook here and throw it back. But it goes to show you, if you're in the right spot out here, you can definitely catch you a fish. And this is kind of near this section here. So there you go. That's how you do it.